Think about a geographical feature so massive that it supports millions of people. Now, imagine if it simply disappears. In ancient Indian texts, there are consistent records of a massive waterway called the Saraswati. The literature describes a wide, deep, and rapidly flowing river that acted as a lifeline for the people settling its banks. These descriptions are documented directly in the earliest Sanskrit manuscripts. The text outlines the geography, the tributaries, and the sheer volume of water flowing through the region. But if you travel to northwestern India today, you will find miles of arid land and desert. There is absolutely no active river in the region that matches the physical dimensions recorded by those early writers. How does a water source large enough to birth an entire society vanish entirely from the modern map? To find out, geologists have to look past the surface level of the desert using space-based satellite scanning. This map shows what satellites uncovered. Beneath the sand dunes, sensors detect impressions of a vast, dry river system. When you measure the main channel, its width and trajectory perfectly trace the Saraswati described in ancient texts. The leading scientific explanation for how a river of this size dries up comes down to the movement of tectonic plates. Over a span of centuries, immense pressure beneath the surface forced sections of the Earth's crust to shift upward. This tilt in the terrain physically rerouted the water, effectively severing the channel from its Himalayan source. At the same time, regional climate patterns underwent a long-term drying period, drastically reducing the annual monsoon rainfall and the rate of glacial melt. The water supply was systematically choked off by the changing geology of the planet, until the riverbed turned entirely to dust. But a dying river displaces the people who rely on it. This region was home to the Indus Valley civilization. Millions lived in meticulously planned urban centers, their survival depending entirely on the river's output. As tectonic shifts starved the main channel, the surrounding farmlands dried out. The agricultural system that fed these massive cities completely broke down. Without water, the population was forced to migrate. They abandoned their settlements, leaving immense brick cities empty, waiting to be buried by the desert. It shows that no matter how complex a society is, its existence relies entirely on the stability of the physical ground it stands on. We have thousands of years of historical texts recording a massive, active waterway, and we have modern satellite data identifying the dry channels right where the text said they would be. Are we still analyzing a highly symbolic myth, or have researchers successfully mapped the grave of a lost natural wonder? If you enjoy untangling the mysteries that challenge our understanding of history, make sure to like this video, share it, and subscribe to Untold Indian Stories. And if an entire river system can vanish without a trace, what else from our past is still out there, buried in the sand?